Welcome to my review of the LEGO Disney Wally, Eve, and Mo. It is set number 43279 because of 811 pieces and is an 18 plus rated set. Now this set retails in the United States for $69.99 and in Canada for $89.99. Now let's take a look at this really cute LEGO set. This is DJ Bricks. Let's get into it. Now taking a look at the box, as I mentioned, this is an 18 plus rated set, so it is on the black box art with a light emanating behind the full set here. So of course you got Eve, Wally, and Mo, as well as Hal there, which looks pretty nice. You of course have the Wally logo at the top, looking pretty good. On the side you have a really cute shot of Eve and Wally, and flipping to the back you can see Wally and Eve holding hands. Mo obviously very angry at Wally for contaminating the space shuttle. You can take a look at the dimensions of the set, specifically for Wally, which is kind of interesting. It's 12 centimeters or 4.5 inches width-wise, and then a height of 13 centimeters or 5 inches. You see some of the play features of the garbage that Wally has collapsed, as well as, of course, Eve being able to hold the plant, and Wally can as well, but obviously they don't show that there. And then you have another nice shot of the set on a shelf there. Taking a look at the manuals included in the set, and of course you can see that the set is split up between two manuals. The first one, of course, builds Wally, while the second builds Eve, Mo, and the plant. And here we have the extra pieces I was left with following the build. As you can see, a nice assortment of pieces that you can add to your collection for free, whether it is 1x1 studs, tiles, etc. Taking a look at our first character here, we have Mo, of course the cleaning robot that is annoyed with Wally during the events of the film, as Wally is a bit contaminated from his time on Earth. You can see a lot of the nice part usage. They went with a lot of really rounded edges that I think just works perfectly. He does have some opposability, specifically in the arms here, where you can move it up or down. So just showing, as you can see. And then, of course, also the head here is movable, 360 degrees. You can place it however you see fit. If you want him to look really annoyed, you can have him face downwards, of course. Just like that. He looks very good. I think they did a great job at this scale of capturing him. Really like the rounded edges on him. The use of the red and blue matches perfectly with how he's supposed to look. And then you have the nice printed eye tile as well. Take a look at our next character here. We have Eve, and she looks absolutely outstanding. I really love the rounded edges on her character as well. I think LEGO did a great job capturing her. Also, again, no stickers on her at all. These parts here are printed, both the green plant logo and the eyes, of course, looking excellent. You do have some opposability of the arms you can really play around with and make them very expressive. And that's both arms, I should say, so you can really play around with it and, just make it look cool. The only thing that I think is really missing with her arms is her arm cannon. Does kind of make sense why LEGO wouldn't include that, but still would have been nice if they found a way to incorporate it some way for those shots involving it. So that's basically it with the arms. And underneath the arms, it is going to be very exposed color-wise, so there is some different color parts there, blue, yellow, which I don't love. Would have liked them to see them just clean that up a little bit. Not that it matters too much, but it's just, like they didn't have to leave those colors, The other part of the set, of course, is you can open up her chest compartment to reveal, of course, our plant. Right here. It's a very simple design here, entirely brick built, of course, but you can see it does look exactly like it does in the film, which is pretty good. I mean, it would be kind of silly for them to somehow mess that up, but still, props where props are due. And just going back to Eve's compartment here, you can see a lot of room in there, specifically just for the plant. You can't fit in anything that can also fit in Wally, like the garbage that he has, of course, which wouldn't make sense anyways, but just notable, I guess. And just showing you can place it in, and it just kind of sits there, and then you use this plate here and cover it up. It's obviously not any Technic connection or anything like that. It's just the plate sitting on studs, but it still works. They did not give any of Eve's other expressions. It's just the one piece there, so you can't play around with that. But overall, I still think what they chose works quite well. And finally, we have Walle here, who's definitely the most detailed, and kind of makes sense. I mean, the set's really, its namesake is entirely based off of him, and obviously Lego has done a previous Wally in the past under Ideas that was a lot larger set I personally don't own. So, but this one's definitely a lot more downscaled, but I think it really works in this scale. Now, he does come with his companion Hal, the cockroach that is still living on Earth. Very, very simple design, just a few parts there, but it works. As you can see, like I said, very, very simple, but it looks like how it does. At least I think it does. Capture the look very simply of what a cockroach would look like in Lego form at this scale, so that's good at least. Going back to Walle here, and you can see overall the nice detail. Again, no stickers on him at all. It is all prints. There are no stickers in this set, which is really cool to see. You obviously have the treaded pieces here for him to move on, which is nice. Won't be able to show it necessarily on my little turning table here, but it will move, and I'll show it in a moment. The back, you can see just a lot of nice detail on him. You do have the movable arms, of course, so that's nice, and even the fingers can be closed, of course. The other thing I will show off is his expressive face, so you can play around with it and really get him to look in his different, modes or moods, I guess. So that's nice. You can really move it around, which is good. Now, just like Eve, he can open up his front compartment as well. In fact, a little bit easier than Eve, revealing, of course, the compressed garbage here. So, again, entirely brick built there. Very simple design, but it does look like how it does in the film, which is definitely really nice. And what's nice about Walle is they designed his compartment big enough that if you wanted to, which of course you probably would, you can easily put the plant as well inside his compartment, and it's going to fit in completely, and you can just close it up just like so. So the plant is locked in place there, and that's definitely nice that that wasn't an oversight or anything. So really props to Lego for keeping that in mind. And just showing off the nice carpet test, mostly so you can see the treads do move, as they weren't moving on this, or now they will, of course, since I moved him a little bit, but we'll move on these surfaces quite well, and you can see the treads moving, which is definitely really good from Lego to ensure that it works. And the Lego Disney Walle, Eve, and Mo set, to me, is an absolute home run from Lego. I absolutely love this set. Walle is one of my favorite films from when I was a kid, and definitely, like, no other way to put it. This is definitely nostalgia bait, but it's nostalgia bait done well. I think at its scale, this is a perfect Lego set. Is it a bit on the expensive end? Yes. Do I think it's as expensive or overpriced as some other sets? No. I think if you went out and bought this set today at its price, you're going to do well. Now, I will say all Lego sets go on sale in some way, whether it's double points through Lego, or getting a promo that you can then sell, or through other sites such as Amazon, Target, Toys R Us, wherever you get your Lego, you'll find it on sale at some point. And I always recommend doing that because, at the end of the day, Lego itself is inherently expensive. But this set is still a great set and one I absolutely recommend picking up if you're a Disney fan, a Walle fan. This is a home run set from Lego here, and I am really glad I picked this one up. With that being said, that's all my opinion. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this set in the comments down below. Please leave a like and subscribe if you have enjoyed, and have a great day, everyone.